Am I the a-hole for telling my wife to tone down her dancing at our wedding? My wife and I got married last weekend. We've been together since first year of uni and got married on the 10-year anniversary of the day I asked her to be my girlfriend. We've grown up together, got through thick and thin, and I know there is no one else I want to spend my life with. For context, my wife is half Spanish and we incorporated a lot of Spanish traditions into our wedding. It also meant that, with all her family there, the reception turned into quite the party. I was pretty tired after dancing for a while, so I went to sit and talk with my family whilst my wife kept dancing with her cousins and friends. After a bit of chatting, my mom and aunt essentially told me that they weren't too pleased with my wife's dancing to songs like Low and Sexy Back, saying that her slut drops and wiggling her bottom like that weren't appropriate on her wedding day, and were disrespectful to me. To be honest, I didn't see anything wrong with the way she was dancing. It was nothing more than I think any person would dance to songs like that in the club when they were having fun and had a couple drinks, and I told them as such. They said I should tell her to tone it down, but she was having fun with her friends and I didn't see anything gratuitous about it, nor was she super drunk, so I told her it wasn't my place. We ended up wrapping up the party soon afterwards anyway. The morning after, we had breakfast with my family and my aunt mentioned to my wife that she was pleased that I eventually got her to tone down the fiesta. My wife asked what she meant by that, and my mom told her about the conversation from last night. My wife has told me about this. I was talking to my dad and uncle at the time and didn't hear. My wife apologized, but was then very quiet for the rest of the day, and when we left the hotel she was very upset with me, saying I should have told her that she had offended my family and that she was humiliated that I hadn't told her anything about it on the night, like my aunt had assumed. I was sorry that she was humiliated, but I was not sorry that I hadn't told her to tone it down, because in my opinion she didn't do anything wrong. She still thinks I should have just told her because now she won't have a good relationship with her in-laws. She doesn't have a good one with her parents. I'm mad at my mom and aunt and want them to apologize to us, but she refuses to bring it up with them and wants to apologize again to them when they come over this weekend. I want to stand up for her because I think they're being incredibly rude, but she doesn't want that. She just wants to mend bridges. She's still upset with me because I don't see it her way and because I'm not sorry that I didn't tell her. So, ITA.
My brother is in a toxic relationship and he would not end it. So my younger brother and I are quite close. We have two older brothers who don't really speak to us or have anything to do with us, but they talk to each other all the time. So we naturally became close with each other growing up. He started dating a girl he met on Hinge almost a year ago. At first she seemed, from what he told us, a normal and okay person. She lives an hour away from us. We both live with our parents, so it's a long-distance relationship. He drives to see her every 2 weeks. She never drives here to see him. The first few months he didn't want to tell us about her in case it didn't work out with her, which was fair. So then after they were together a few months we started hearing more and more about her slowly, and she seemed decent from the little he told us. We still don't really know what she looks like though, as he never showed us a picture. Only a glimpse of a small one on his phone lock screen, and she has never come over and we have still never met her. But as time went on we noticed he talks to her a little too much. Their texts are a mile long and are constant throughout the day, every day. We can't have a conversation with him much because he is on his phone just texting, even if you're actively talking to him. She also wants to call and talk on the phone for at least 2 hours every night. If he does not do this or has no time, he works 35 hours a week and goes to school full time. She is not currently in school and works maybe 15 to 20 hours a week. She gets mad and starts an argument, basically saying he doesn't care about her and cares about his family, friends, school more than her. Even on my birthday a couple months ago, which was already shitty thanks to my dad screaming at me, she still demanded he text her and talk to her and interrupted my birthday all day and during the dinner outing at a restaurant. She starts a fight with him over something very trivial and juvenile almost every day, and if not then every week. A few months back she went through his followers on Instagram and made him unfollow a girl she doesn't know at all for seemingly no other reason besides the fact this girl is super pretty. She is a mutual acquaintance of my brother and I that we worked with and who is in a committed relationship for a few years now with her own boyfriend, who my brother doesn't even talk to at all but still had her as a follower because of how nice she was. But this girl he's dating made him unfollow her because reasons. A few weeks ago I was at the store and trying to call our mom, who wasn't answering. I called my brother asking what she's doing and have her text me back. Well, unbeknownst to me, my brother was on the phone with his girlfriend at the time. He asked her to hang on while he answered me real quick and called her right back. She did not like that and was angry that he took my call and hung up on her. Now the best part is something that recently happened that I'm surprised wasn't the final straw with my brother. As I said before, we're quite close. So we have some pictures together, mostly silly Snapchat filter ones. Apparently one popped up on his phone memories one day of us that she saw when he was with her. It was of us sitting on his bed in his room. We go in each other's rooms to talk a lot, with both of us with our heads together smiling with that mud mask filter. She got super upset. She said she thinks it's just weird how close we are. It's super weird how I was in his room on his bed, etc., etc. Basically insinuating it's weird because she thinks it's sexual because I'm sitting on his bed, I guess. Just making a big deal out of an innocent sibling picture. Now, once again, I've never met this girl yet. She's never met me. We have never spoken to each other in any way. And she has already said months back, when they were only together for a couple months at this point, accusing my brother of caring about me, specifically his sister, more than her. Apparently, I can't even have a close relationship with my brother or even talk to him. I asked my brother if he thought it would be an issue with her if I was a guy. Your brother, do you think she would make it an issue if I was ugly? I personally don't think so. From things she has done so far, I think she's quite insecure and immature. Even though I'm his sister, for Christ's sake, she's worrying about me stealing him away from her and trying to make him weirded out, thinking our close relationship is something incestual. My brother, of course, did not like what she was saying about me but is still with her because they have good moments sometimes. It's sort of hurtful for me because he's apparently okay with her talking shit about his own family. She also said, after my brother asked her why she's still friends with a problematic girl, that he can't tell her who to be friends with. But 1, he didn't say that, and 2, she can tell him who to follow and not follow, though apparently. He said he simply didn't like her friend because of the bad things she's told him about her, and she said, well, I don't like brother's friend. Another person she has never met and who is actually a very kind person. But since she was mad about my brother not liking her friend, who she also talked shit about constantly, then she had to immaturely retaliate by attacking one of his friends, whom she doesn't know at all. So now is she not only causing issues with his family but now one of his best friends. When he goes to see her, it's a sexual relationship. I just pray he doesn't get her pregnant. My parents and I are just hoping they break up soon. I've told him I'm not sure why he just doesn't break up with her, as he's super stressed out all the time because of her. He claims he's not with her just for sex, he just will not end things with her, and I'm not sure what to do. We've all tried giving him advice. I hate seeing him being in a toxic and borderline abusive relationship. One of our older brothers is married and on the verge of divorce with a woman almost just like this girl. So it seems like he would learn from that, but it seems not. I truthfully don't even want to meet her at this point, as she's already trying to start something with me by forcing my brother to pick her over me and everyone else in his life. She apparently is not close with her family or her own brother, who is autistic, that she also talks shit about. So she doesn't get it or understand, but that doesn't mean just because she's not close with them that I can't be close with my own brother. I'm not sure what to tell him anymore. He seems to not know that none of this is normal in a relationship. Anytime we get on the topic of her, he says he doesn't want to talk about it and he's stressed out enough. I'm taking him out for a belated 21st drink soon, and I know he'll be texting her the whole time and she will get mad if he doesn't and spends time with me instead. Help.
I don't have anything left in the tank to give. Going to try my best to explain the situation. I have been in a relationship with my girlfriend for 2 years now. Before we had kids, things were great. We got along well, we always wanted to be together, we had healthy open lines of communication, etc. Then baby number 1 came. She suffered severe PPD. It was really tough on all of us for months. She never got help, but realizes she should've. Now baby number 2 is due within a month. Our relationship is in shambles. She's a very helicopter demanding person, and I don't know if this is normal, but I'm just constantly demanded to do every little thing. I must get on average 200 requests a day or more. Anything from, can you call my phone, to, can you go to the store, to, can you take out the trash, etc. Menial tasks, but in absolute excess. Everything has to be done immediately. She'll ask me to come, and if I don't jump up and sprint to the kitchen, she's wondering what's taking me so long. I go to the store, and she calls me 2 to 3x in the 30-minute period asking how far I am. She also has a super paranoid and helicopter parenting style. I'm the complete opposite. I'm absolutely 100% maxed out. I work in a very demanding career. I get home from work and am the personal butler. I know kids are difficult to begin with, but I just do not have the capability to adhere to all her needs. I am not a high-capacity person. I'm supporting a family of 4 financially by myself, and am trying to buy a house. Work alone drains me to near 0%, but I still do my best at home. On top of that, I'm constantly criticized. It's like I can't even wash the baby bottles without being told I'm doing it wrong. I can't clean the litter box without being told I'm doing it wrong. Nothing I do is good enough, and it's never enough. I'm accused of giving 100% at work and 20% at home, which is true in the sense I do work a lot, and I'm very good at what I do. But at work my success is measurable, and the better I do the more I make sales. I also feel more appreciated at work, and it's also all up to me to financially support the family. I just do not have any more to give, and now we have another coming. I'm so unhappy. I feel like she treats me like shit. I feel like a bad father. My mental health is terrible. If we didn't have kids, a clean break would be so easy, but I can't bear having to go through a custody battle just to see my kids 8 days a month and pay $600 a week in child support. I feel trapped. What should I do?